Hey guys, how you going? Hope you're all doing very well. This afternoon I'm going to be doing another movie review. This movie is a comedy from Canada, English language, released in the year 2008, directed by Warren P. Sonata, and this film is called Cooper's Camera. It's also known as Cooper's Christmas, so if you can't find it under one title, please look for it under the other. So Cooper's Camera is about a family, the Cooper family, in 1985, sitting around the Christmas tree unwrapping their presents. And so the youngest of the family receives a video camera. So it's a massive video camera, it's 1985, and so part of the joke is that he's saying, look how small it is, but it's massive. And so it takes you back to yesteryear when we didn't have the technological advances, so there's a little bit of nostalgia there. And so this child is going to document the Cooper's Christmas throughout the day, and we realise just how dysfunctional this family are, because when relatives come to visit, alcohol is consumed and then a horrible secret is put out there that's threatening to destroy the family. So what started off as Christmas joy is going to turn into Christmas bitterness. So what's in store and what is on this video camera is something you're going to have to find out for yourself, because that's as far as I'm going with my synopsis. Now my thoughts on Cooper's Camera. I've been putting this movie off for a very long time. I purchased it quite a few years ago, but with Christmas films, I love Christmas and I like to review and watch Christmas films during Christmas. It doesn't feel right when I'm doing it in other parts of the year. So a few Christmases ago, I thought, okay, I'm going to watch this film, I'm going to review it. It's going to be something a little bit different. It's not a horror film, but it was something that I thought, all right, we'll match Christmas. But other movies come onto my radar which really clouded my memory, and so I kept forgetting about this film. Christmas after Christmas after Christmas, I said I'm going to watch it next Christmas. So I finally thought, all right, well, this Christmas I'm going to watch it. I saw it when I was going through my collection. I thought, all right, well, Cooper's Christmas is no longer going to be my nemesis. I'm going to watch it and get it over and done with. And I was hoping that it was going to be worth the wait, but unfortunately it may as well have been lost in my collection, because this movie doesn't really provide Christmas joy. It's basically no Christmas cheer, it's Christmas jeer with a J. So unfortunately it really hurts me to say it, because this is a film that I've been meaning to watch for so long, but unfortunately, as I said, it may have well have been lost because the movie tries way too hard to be funny, and ultimately it just produces something that's incredibly boring. Now if you are a high school student and you like this particular style of comedy, maybe it'll appeal to you. But the film didn't really have any continuity. The story was very disjointed. The family were very uninteresting. They were very caricature, over the top. So I never felt as though I could connect to them on a human level. I thought they were very irritating. They belonged on another planet. So when you're watching a caricature family go about Christmas, you don't really care about it, because this is not your next door neighbours. This is not your own family. This is something that is trying to be way too funny for its own good, because ultimately it loses all sense of human connection. And human connection with a Christmas film, that's what you're supposed to get. And so when the serious moments happen in this movie, unfortunately it becomes very tedious, because, as I said, you don't care. You're basically watching a collection of scenes that are trying to outdo the other one with grotesque nature. Now, as I said, if this type of humour is your thing, then each to their own. But for me, I kind of outgrown this humour, and this is humour that I've seen time and time again, so it's not really providing anything new. The overall idea of the camera, I thought the found footage approach to this film, yes, it's a very low budget movie, and that can help. It's a very intelligent way to actually make a film look a lot better than the budget would suggest. But the found footage approach doesn't really provide anything other than it's a low budget movie trying to look a lot better than it is. And I just didn't really, I thought as though at the start, yes, it was funny when he was talking about how small it was and it was massive, and that is a nod to nostalgia and a trip back into memory lane. So there are aspects of this film that actually make you feel as though you're that child again, because of the technological sort of advances back then. But apart from that, it just doesn't really provide anything. It's just no continuity to the story. It's just this family that's disintegrating by the minute. But it's just a collection, as I said, of set pieces trying to outdo one another as far as grotesque nature is concerned, as making you feel as though this is a film that's disgusting, but unfortunately it's the lowest form of humour. And that's unfortunately why I become very bored by the end of it, and I was actually contemplating turning this off, because I just didn't really care. It goes way too long. A movie of this sort, yes, it can make you chuckle, but it needed to be a short film, because it basically elongates itself, and you can see that there is a lot of filler. And as I said, because you don't really connect to this family, you don't care about the serious stuff, you don't care about the curveball that's about to be thrown, especially at this father. And so the whole thing just feels as though it's very empty. You see a present under your Christmas tree, you unwrap it, and it's just not what you're expecting. It's a letdown. It's one of those Christmas presents that you can just put in the bin after you've opened it. So it's pretty brutal to say that, but for me, it just didn't really deliver on everything that I wanted. So as a result of that, I'm only going to give Cooper's Camera 1 star. Alright guys, that's it for my review. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching movies, and I'll see you later. Bye.